a sobering estimate. More than 7,000 children in this state are abused every year.
A local organization is working to heal some of those kids, bring families back together. Dana Revick is here with a look at the amazing work that they're doing. This group is called Childhaven, and it's only one of 2 programs of its kind in the entire state. Right now, though, they are facing a huge budget cut and dealing with a decision to turn away dozens of abused children.
You want to get on? What a big boy. Ready? Whee! They've been through a lot. We all have. Good girl. One of the things that I'm just so grateful that God has given me the opportunity to raise my children.
But it hasn't been easy.
It's not safe.
Danielle Goodwin has her kids back now, but in the past lost custody of them because of her drug addiction.
From age 10, I began using marijuana, cocaine, and around age 14, heroin. I was an IV drug user from that point on, and it really just devastated my life.
Child Protective Services referred Danielle to Childhaven, an organization in King County that helps some of the most abused and neglected kids in the system.
We typically get the hardest court cases, children who have been found in a locked closet for days on end. This is like the place of last resort.
It all started more than 100 years ago in 1909 as the Seattle Day Nursery, a place where women could drop their kids off to go to work. In 1977, founder Pat Fogarty, a survivor of child abuse himself, saw a new need in the community and revamped the organization into what it is today, a therapeutic daycare and preschool.
They didn't ask for this. They don't deserve this, and they don't have a voice except for Childhaven. We are their voice.
In the morning, vans head out to pick up each and every child, 400 of them every day. Once they arrive, kids are fed, then head into the classrooms. At first, things can be a little rough.
And some of these children come in here and they're angry because you don't know how else to react when you've been, confronted with that with abuse of some sort. You tend to lash out. We had one child who was afraid to take a nap, because when he was afraid of what was going to happen when he opened his eyes. And so the whole process for him was just getting him to trust that he could close his eyes here, and when he opened them, he'd be safe.
At the end of the day, Childhaven drops the kids back off at home. Moms and dads are also invited to see firsthand the work teachers do with their kids.
They encouraged me to come to the classroom to view it, and I got to see actually the way they interacted with my children, which helped me because, remember, I didn't have any healthy modeling of parenting.
Half of Childhaven's funding comes from private donors, the rest from state and federal money. This year, the organization learned it was losing $1 million because of changes in President Obama's Health Care Reform Act.
It does mean 100 more children are not going to be able to get help that they need, and that just kills us.
President Maria Chavez Wilcox says they will have to close one classroom in each of their 3 locations.
How can you possibly look into the eyes of a 6-month-old, or a 1-year-old, or a 3-year-old, or a 5-year-old and say, you know what, you're the one that's going to get abused because we can't take care of you? I don't want to have to make that decision.
Knowing how much this work makes a difference.
Good job sharing, honey.
For Danielle Goodwin and her husband James, it's meant getting their family back.
Their welcoming support is what gave us the foundation and the courage to move forward. And each and every day, even in just the phone calls, the van drivers, their compassion that they gave us upon picking our children up or and dropping them off, there was no judgment. I know without question we wouldn't have made it.
Healing these tiny victims and their parents is what inspires this work.
It's changing a life. It's changing a life. And that is magic.
Most of the referrals to Childhaven come from CPS, hospitals, and pediatricians' offices. Many parents are in the process of losing custody and at the same time are going through parenting classes and other counseling while their kids are in this program. If you want to learn more about Childhaven or make a donation, you can go to our website at q13fox.com. Back to you.
House Republicans and Tea Party